So this is the next problem. The problem statement is like this. Can you see the PDF? Can you see the manual?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the next problem. Uh, the problem statement is like this. Create the part in the CADM, simulate the toolpath and generate the CNC program. The operations involved are face milling, pocket milling, and third one is side milling. So this is the part which I need to create in the CADM, and I need to carry out three operations. First one is face milling, second one is pocket milling, and third one is side milling. So this is the profile. This profile we need to generate from the rectangular plate. The plate is of thickness 25 mm. Initial thickness of the plate is 25 mm, but here what he has told is he has told to carry out the face milling. So I am going to do the face milling. I am going to remove the material from the surface of this plate by 5 mm. So initially thickness I am going to give as 30 mm. So when I do the face milling, so it is going to remove 5 mm material, okay, throughout the surface of the workpiece, so that the final thickness will be 25. So that is face milling. And I'm going to do the pocket milling. Here you can see the rectangular line. You can see the rectangular shape. So here we need to do the pocket milling for depth 10 mm. Here you can see. So there is a pocket here of depth 10 mm. So I need to remove the material from this area by depth 10 mm. So that is one more operation. And I need to do the side milling. So I need to do the side milling here. Okay, so these are the three operations. So to carry out these three operations and to generate the toolpath, I need to create this part in the CADM, that is in the software. Okay. So to create that part, I'm going to open this CapsMill 11. In the previous four problems, two problems we have done in CNC mill and two problems we have done on CNC turn. Next, to create this part, I am going to use the caps mill. The screen is visible, no?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to create the shown part, I am going to use this caps mill 11. I am going to double click on it. Create a new part. Click on OK. Click on OK. So here only I am going to open the manual. So to open the manual, go for this help, tutorials. So here we have a manual. So in this he has given the number of problems. Okay. And he has given the steps how the part has to be created in the software. So this is our part. Here you can see he has given the dimension of this part. So as per this dimensions, we need to create the part and we need to carry out the machining operation, that is face milling, pocket milling, and side milling. So to create this part, I am going to open the CapsMill 11. So now you can see, no? So in between, I'll be opening this manual and I'll be opening this software. So is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to create this rectangle. I'm going to create this rectangle. So it is a rectangle of 100 mm length and 75 mm breadth, and it is having a corner radius of 12.5. It is having a corner radius of 12.5. So first I'm going to create this rectangle. So the center point of this rectangle, I'm going to take it as 0 0. The center point of this rectangle, I'm going to take it as 0 0. Okay, after creating this rectangle, and I'm going to create one circle of diameter 200. So radius will be 100. So after creating the rectangle, I'm going to create one circle of radius 100 mm. The center point of that circle is also 0 0. The center point of that circle is also 0 0. So after creating this circle, and I'm going to create one more circle here, okay, of radius 150 mm, and the center point of this circle is minus 300 in x direction and 0 in y direction. So this is the center point of our second circle. This is the center point of second circle, and this is the center point for rectangle as well as for first circle. And later I'm going to join this circle and this circle in order to have this shape. Okay, so here he has given the distance. So from this point, this is our positive x direction, and from this point it is our negative x, and this is our positive y and negative y. So the center point of this rectangle and the first circle is 0 0, and the center point of the second circle is in x direction it is minus 300, and in y direction it is 0. And later I am going to join this circle and this circle, and I am going to create this shape. Okay, so to create this rectangle, to create that rectangle, first I am going to go to the draw, shapes, rectangle length, rectangle center length width. So it is asking the length here. Length is 100, breadth is 75, corner radius is 12.5. Click on OK. So here we got the rectangle. Now here you can see it is asking the select the center point of the rectangle. The center point of the rectangle is what? 0 comma 0. So enter 0 comma 0 and click on done. So here you can see we have got the rectangle whose center point is 0 0. Length is 100 mm, breadth is 75 mm, corner radius is 12.5. So after creating this rectangle, next I am going to create one circle. The circle is of diameter 200 mm, radius is 100 mm, and its center point is again 0 comma 0. So to create that circle, again I am going to go to the draw, click on this draw, circle, center radius, and it is asking the center point of that circle. It is what? 0 comma 0. Click on done, and after that it is asking the specify the radius. So radius is how much? It is 100. Click on done. So here you can see we got the rectangle as well as circle of radius 100 mm. I will go to view and I will click on zoom all. So after creating the circle, I need to create the one more circle, okay, whose center point is minus 300 and 0. So which is away from this circle in this direction. So to create that circle, again I need to go to draw, circle, center radius. It is asking the center point. In x direction it is minus 300 and y is 0. Click on this done, and radius is how much? It is 150. Radius is 150. Click on done, and after that go for view, zoom all. So here you can see we have one circle here of radius 150 mm and another circle of radius 100 mm. Now I need to join this circle, these two circles. So to join these two circles, here you can see, okay, here a radius of 200 mm is given. Okay, so I'm going to create one circle here. So to join this circle and this circle, I'm going to create one circle here and one circle here of radius 200 mm. Okay, and I'm going to create the interactive counter here. So to have a this shape, so I need to create two circle at the top and the bottom to join these two circles. So to join these two circles, I am going to click on this draw circle, tangent, tangent radius, select this tangent, tangent radius. So it is asking select the object. So select the top line of this larger circle and the top line of this smaller circle. And it is asking radius must be equal or more than 25. So here radius is how much? It is 200 mm. Here you can see it is 200 mm. So I'm going to give the radius as 200. Click on done. So I have got one circle which is connecting this circle and this circle. Again same thing, below I'm going to draw one more circle. So for that go for draw circle, tangent, tangent radius. So I'm going to select the bottom line of the bigger circle and bottom line of small circle, and I'm going to specify the radius 200. Click on done, go for view, zoom all. So now what we need is this profile. We need is this profile. We need is this profile. Okay. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this draw, define counter, interactive counter. I'm going to select this line, this line, this line, and this line. So it is asking, do you want to save it as a counter? Click on yes. So this red color shape is our required profile. Okay. So after this, again, I'm going to go for draw, define blank. Here you select counter and select this red line. So now it is asking the blank thickness. So we need to do the 5 mm face milling. So the actual thickness of the that part is 25 mm, but I'm going to take its thickness as 30 mm, and later I'm going to do the face milling by 5 mm. So blank thickness I'm going to specify it as 30, and z coordinate at the bottom I'm going to specify it as minus 25. So the negative value of the thickness. Click on OK. So after this, at the bottom left corner, you can see here there is a machining option. So click on this machining. So now I need to do the machining. Okay, so click on this machining. So the first operation is what? Face milling. So to do the face milling, I am going to select this. Either you can directly click on this face milling, or you need to go to this operation, milling and face mill. Okay, so directly I'm going to click on this face milling, new tool. So by default, it is a face mill 45-degree, 100 mm diameter face mill. Click on OK. And it is asking select the counter. So where you need to carry out the face milling operation. I need to face mill this counter. So I'm going to select this counter. Okay. So either you can select counter or blank. Any one of is fine. I'll select blank and click on OK. And it is asking how much material has to be removed from the surface. So it is 5. Material thickness, I am going to give it as 5. Click on OK. And it is asking from which side it should start the machining. from which side the tool has to move, whether from this circle or this circle or this circle or this circle. So here you can see, select the circle to specify the machining start point. If you select this circle, the machining is going to start from this end. If you select this circle, it is going to start from this end. So any one of the circle you can select. I'm going to select this circle. So now we have done with the face milling. Next operation is what? Pocket milling. So to do the pocket milling, either you can select this pocket milling command, or you can go for operation milling pocket. Okay, so I'm going to select this pocket milling, new tool. So by default, it is a end mill cutter of 10 mm diameter. Click on OK and select this rectangle. Select this rectangle, and what should be the pocket depth? So the pocket depth is how much here? It is 10 mm. Here you can see this distance is 10 mm. Here it is written. So the pocket depth is 10 mm. So here I have specified the pocket depth as 10 mm. This distance should be 10 mm. So enter the value 10 and click on OK. Now the last operation is side milling. So to create this, to do this side milling, either you can go here or again operation milling side mill. So select this side milling, new tool. So by default, again, it is 10 mm diameter end mill cutter. Click on OK. And it is asking select the counter. So the tool has to move this way. So it has to do the side milling. So it is asking select the counter. I'm going to select this counter. So either you can select blank or counter. Click on done. And it is asking select the machining start point. So I will start it from this point. So mill the whole counter. Click on S. And here you can see there are two red circles. One is inside the counter and one is outside the counter. So if you select inside counter, what will happen is the tool is going to move inside this counter. Okay, so the side milling has to be done outside. So I'm going to select the outside circle, and it is asking how much material has to be removed from the side. So give it as 1 mm. And what should be the material depth? So it should be throughout the thickness. So give it as 25. Click on OK. And after this, at the bottom left corner, here you can see geometry, machining and toolpath. Now we have specified the machining commands. After that, you go for the toolpath. So here we have a rectangular plate. Okay, so we need to do the machining operation so that we are going to get this profile. So switch to after machining, switch to toolpath, and here you can say start simulation. So this is face milling. This is a pocket milling of depth 10 mm. So how you can see how the tool is moving. So the pocket milling is done. Now next one is side milling. So this is the excess part which is going to fall down from the work table. So if I give the simulation once again, this is the face milling. It has removed the thickness of 5 mm, and this one is the pocket milling. So pocket milling is done, and the last one is side milling. Okay, so once we get this profile, now we need to generate the program. So to generate that program, you can click on this NC program. You can click on this NC program. So you can give the program number as 1 or 1 2 3 4. By default it is 1 2 3 4. So click on OK and click on this edit. Here you can see, so this is the program which uses G code and M codes. So you need to copy this, paste it in Word, and you need to take the printout. Okay, so to get the program, what we need to do is go to NC program, click on OK, say edit. So you are going to get the program. Okay, so for toolpath, you can just click on this toolpath, line mode, and if you say simulation, it is going to show how the tool is going to move. So if you see the top view, so see how you can see how the tool moves. So this is the top view. So you can see we have got the required shape. Okay, so we need this profile. We got that profile. After that, go to this document and you can just click on this cycle timesheet. So face milling operation. So what was the cutting speed? What was the spindle speed? It is going to show you the machining parameters. Okay, so face milling, what was the cutting speed? What was the spindle speed? What was the feed rate? And how much time it has took to complete that operation. Similarly for second pocket milling and side milling. And it is going to show you the tool, what diameter tool has been used to carry out that operation. So either you can you can take this sheet in the form of PDF or Excel. Okay, so is that fine? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
So shall I move to next problem?
Yes, sir.
So roll number 78 has raised the hand. Roll number 78. Any question? 78.
No, sir.
You have raised the hand, no?
Sir, it's by mistake.
Okay. So I'll move to the next problem. So the next problem is okay. So this is the next problem. For this problem, there is a blank of 200 mm length, 150 mm breadth, and its thickness is 75 mm, and it has got 12 holes. It has got 12 holes on its surface, and the depth of the hole is 30 mm, and the pitch circle diameter of this hole is 100 mm. So we have a 12 holes of diameter 10 mm. We have 12 holes of diameter 10 mm, which is having a pitch circle diameter of 100 mm, and the depth of all these 12 holes is 30 mm. So up to this point it is 30 mm. So if you consider up to this point, so it will be around 32. Okay, it is the tip of the tool which is going to move up to this point. So for this problem, what we need to do is we need to carry out three operations. I need to create this part in the CADM, and I need to simulate the toolpath and generate the CNC program. So operations involved are face milling, drilling, and reaming. Okay, so I need to drill the hole of diameter 10 mm, and later I need to do the reaming. I need to finish the inner surface of the hole. Okay, so that is done by this reaming operation. So I need to generate the NC program, and I need to generate the document. Document means it is a cycle time sheet. So to create this part, again I'm going to use the CapsMill 11 only, CapsMill 11. So first what I will do is I'm going to create this rectangle of length 200 mm and breadth 150 mm. So I'm going to click on this draw shapes, rectangle, center, length, width. So length is how much? 200. Breadth is how much? 150. Corner radius is not specified. So when it is not given, take it as 0. Click on this OK, and it is asking the center point of this rectangle. So the center point of this rectangle, I'm going to take it as 0, 0. Center point of the rectangle is 0, 0. Enter it and click on OK. So here we got the rectangle whose center point is 0, 0. Now I need to create the this circle pattern. Okay, I need to create this circle pattern of uh, uh, there are 12 circles and whose pitch circle diameter is 100 mm. So for that I'm going to click on this points on circle. Either you can directly click on this command, or you can go for draw points pattern, points on circle. Okay, so I'm going to click directly on this. So it is asking the pitch circle diameter, which is 100, number of holes 12. Click on OK, and it is asking the center point of that pattern. It is again 0, 0. Click on done. So here you can see this red plus marks are the 12 circles on the surface of this rectangle. So after this, again I'm going to click on this draw. I'm going to click on this define blank. So I'm going to click on this select counter, and I'm going to select this rectangle, and it is asking the blank thickness. So the thickness of this part is 75 mm, but what he has told is here he has told to carry out the face milling operation. So to carry out the face milling operation, so initially I'm going to specify the thickness of this part as 80 mm, and I'm going to do the face milling by 5 mm so that the final thickness will be 75 mm. So that's why I've given the blank thickness as 80 mm, and the Z coordinate at the bottom, it should be the thickness of the uh, part, or thickness of that rectangular workpiece or specimen. So it should be the negative of the thickness of the part. Click on OK. After this, I'm going to switch on to machining. So the first operation is what? Face milling. I'm going to click on this face milling, new tool. So by default, I'm going to select this tool only, 100 mm diameter face mill tool. So I'm going to select this. It is asking select the counter. I'm going to select this rectangle. So you can click on this blank, click on done, and how much material has to be removed? 5 mm. Click on OK, and again it is asking from where I need to start the machining. So I'm going to select this circle. So after face milling, the next is I need to drill the hole. So there are 12 holes of diameter 10 mm. So to do the drilling, I need to select the drilling command. So here you can see we have a drilling command. Either you can go here, either you can directly click on this command, or you can go for operation milling, hole drilling. Okay, so I'm going to select this drilling, new tool, drill, twist drill. So here we have a 10 mm diameter twist drill, but the thing here is the diameter of the hole, the final diameter of the hole is 10 mm. So after drilling, I need to do the reaming operation. So what I will do is I'm going to select the 10 mm diameter twist drill and I'm going to edit its diameter. I'm going to take the diameter as 9.5, and later for reaming I'm going to select a 10 mm diameter tool so that it is going to finish the inner surface of the hole. Okay, so I have selected 9.5 mm diameter. I have edited the diameter from 10 mm to 9.5. Click on OK. Click on OK, and it is asking select the points to be machined. So I'm going to select the this plus marks. So you can select any one. You can click on any one of the plus mark. So automatically all the 12 holes get selected. Click on done, and it is asking, do you want to omit any holes? Means whether all the holes has to be drilled or any hole has to be left with the drilling. Okay, so here all the hole has to be drilled. So that's why I'm going to say no. And it is asking the hole depth. So it is how much? Actual depth is how much? Up to this point it is 30, but up to this point it will be somewhere around 32. So I'm going to give the hole depth as 32. Click on OK. So I'm going to give it as 30 only. So if I give 30, so you can see here up to this distance it is 30. So up to the tip of this tool it will be somewhere around, you can see here it is 32. I'm going to make it as 32. Click on OK. Now after drilling, the next operation is what? Reaming. So here you can select reaming, new tool, reamer, and here we have a 10 mm diameter reamer. Click on OK. Select the points, click on done. Again say no. Do you want to omit any holes? Say no. And the hole depth you mention it as 30. Click on here you specify the cutting speed as 2 meter per minute and feed rate as 5 mm per revolution. Click on OK. After that, you switch on to this toolpath. Go to this toolpath and you can say start simulation. So this is the face milling. This is the face mill cutter of diameter 100 mm. The diameter of the tool is 100 mm. So the face milling has been done. Next operation is drilling. So drilling has been done of diameter 9.5 mm. Next operation is reaming. Okay, so I'm going to simulate it once again. So this was the solid mold simulation or isometric view. So if you want to see the side view, click on this line mode simulation. Here you can see. So up to what depth the tool is moving. So this was the side view. If you see the top view, You can see. So we got the same profile. And after this, to get the program, click on this NC program. Program number, you give it as 2. Click on OK. Say edit. So you are going to get the program. Here you can see 10 mm diameter rimmer, and similarly face milling. So this is the program. You need to copy and paste it in the Word, and you need to take the printout to, and you have to attach this thing to journal. So that was the NC program. If you want the documents like a cycle time sheet, so for that go for this documents, cycle time sheet. So this is the cycle time sheet. Either you can take the printout in PDF or you can take it in Excel format. Okay, so sometimes what will happen is it is going to ask you to select the machine. Okay, so when it asks to select the machine, you have to click on this machine, and you need to select this Fanuc OEM for OIM. Okay. So is it clear? Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts? Unmute and speak. So after this, the only one problem is remaining. So that I will deal in Wednesday's class. Any doubts? Any questions?
No, sir.
So, okay, if there are no questions, then shall I end this class here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.